Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another day in quarantine. Today is day number 8. And yes, I am sitting in the bathtub. It's true. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is because there's a bathtub in my hotel room and I decided that I should take advantage of it. Although as you can see, I don't really fit in bathtubs. So if I was to get any lower in the water, my knees would have to come out. I'm basically stretched out straight-legged right now. So maybe a bit later after I turn the camera off, I'll lie on my back, but my feet and my knees will be somewhere up there. But yeah, quarantine, day number 8 today. And I have to say, the novelty has worn off. So definitely at the start you saw, getting food was a novelty, figuring out how different things worked, getting the COVID tests. I guess I was like distracted or interested, it was all fun. That's all worn off. It's not really fun anymore. Again, I'm perfectly safe. I'm warm, I'm dry. It's just now like passing the time. So I'm trying really hard. Every time I get bored, I pick up the juggling balls, I pick up the didgeridoo. I'm still trying to get some work done online, although probably more often than not I waste time instead of getting work done. But it's one of those interesting things. I don't know if you have this in your life where you're inside, you're kind of maybe wasting time watching TV or on the internet or whatever, and you kind of have that feeling in the back of your mind. You think, okay, yeah, I'll get up now and I'll go to the grocery store, or I'll do the dishes, or I'll put some stuff away, or something productive. And it's kind of weird here in this hotel room. Every now and again I go to do it, and then I realize it's like, oh yeah, I can't actually leave. I can't walk out that door. So all of those things that normally in life we have to do, they just aren't here. I just don't have to do them. So it's kind of this funny feeling of like wasting time is sort of the goal in a sense. And I always feel guilty when I waste time, but I'm trying really hard to enjoy it instead of feeling guilty about it. I'm trying really hard to be productive. But there's also another reason why I'm in the bathtub today, and that is because laundry costs $50. I showed you the bag, that small bag for $50. And anyone who's watched my channel for a while, I work pretty hard on saving money, typically. I'm on a really tight budget, for these kinds of trips. I'm spending my own money. So I have to really skimp where I can. And so for me, paying $50 for someone else to wash my clothes, that just isn't going to cut it. I hand wash my clothes for 3 years around Africa, always did it myself. So if I can save that $50, I'm going to. And so that's why I actually have my laundry in the bathtub with me right now. So I was running out of underwear, and so it's all in here. I've got a bar of soap. I'm going to scrub it, and I'll give it a few rinses after I get out of the bath. But then that means, in my mind, I kind of think about this in a funny way. I feel like I'm actually saving $50, right? So I now have $50 that I previously didn't have because I chose not to do laundry. So that's the $50 that I spent on food. So the grocery stores around here, I guess they have a $50 minimum order. So I had no choice. I had to spend $50 on groceries. And so I bought some great Australian snack food that I'm looking forward to. I actually brought some protein powder just to make sure I can get enough calories, and some fruit as well, some apples, some bananas, some tea bags because my one-a-day allocation wasn't cutting it. So all of those things I think are going to be here later today or tomorrow, and looking forward to those. But yeah, that's sometimes the way I justify spending money. I saved $50 by doing my own laundry, so now I'm allowed to spend that $50 on enjoyment or on things that I look forward to. So yeah, this is my day today. I'm going to do some laundry here in the bathtub. I might watch a movie later. I've been watching little clips of Back to the Future on YouTube. Got to say, I love Back to the Future. I haven't actually watched them for a long time. And I can't decide, am I going to watch all 3 movies? Do I just want to watch the second one because it's kind of the most quirky? I guess, it's not like I'm short on time, so I could easily watch all 3 back to back. That could be kind of entertaining. Never done that before. So this is it. This is still quarantine, day number 8. And I am working towards, I'll do a live question and answer session about quarantine, about my previous trips, about my upcoming trip here in Australia, kind of everything you guys want to know about. I'm working on organising that. It'll be later this week, and there'll be lots of announcements here, or there'll be some sort of live thing that you can be ready for, and I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook as well. So that's coming up. That's something I can look forward to. Another couple of days until I get another COVID test, so I'm not going to see another person face to face for a while. So I think other than that, I'm just going to keep working on my skills that I'm practicing and keep ticking off the time. So this is it, another day in quarantine. See you tomorrow. A few people asked, so I'll show you guys what it looks like when I drain the bathtub here in Australia. Yes, the water really does go the other direction, but I guess I've been back and forward so many times in my life, I don't really pay much attention to it. But this is a thing, I guess it's called the Coriolis effect, and it's based on the way that the Earth is spinning. It does change the way the water goes down the drain when you're in the northern or the southern hemisphere. But a funny thing, when you cross the equator at touristy spots, so this was in Panama and I saw this as well in I think Kenya, there's these guys set up there who basically have a bowl of water and they'll stand one side of the line and the water will go one way, and then they cross the line and the water will go the other way. But it turns out this is a scam. The Coriolis effect isn't strong enough to have an influence like that when you're only a few feet away from the line. And usually too, if you get out your GPS, the line they have on the ground isn't even in the right spot. It was about 50 meters off when I was in Gabon, and it was wrong in Uganda as well when I stopped there. So what those guys are doing is when they put the water in the bowl, they just give it the tiniest little swirl, and that changes the way that the water's going to drain. Because when you're at the equator, it's not very inclined to go one way or the other. Versus the further away you get from the equator, the more pronounced it is. So even if you got your bathtub, if you started stirring it one way and pulled the plug, it would actually go back and go the other way. So if you see guys like that at the equator, they're usually trying to get money out of you to give you this little demonstration. It's totally a scam and it's not real. But it really is true when you come to Australia, the water will spin in the opposite direction to what it does for you in Canada or the US.